Say is Destination Fun. And all I can say is whack. You know what I'm talking about. We want to know. How's everybody's day going today? Hopefully good. It's been a dreary day up. The weather hasn't been too cold. It's around 40 degrees. It hasn't been too cold. But the sun's not out. And people that aren't from up north, you don't understand what it's like not to see the sun for weeks at a time. Let me go down this list real quick and see who's in here. I saw Miss Betty J. Gathers in the house. Welcome here, Betty. Welcome here. I appreciate you being here. And I am having a problem with my... Oh, there we go. It's running slow. It wouldn't let me highlight it. Betty, welcome in. Marjorie, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. Destination Fun, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Emily, thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much. Bone Tired Travelers, thank you. You made it. I was just looking at... I was doing some writing. I had some stuff I had to write down. And look at the pen I grabbed. Bone Tired Travelers. Thank you so much for the pen. I appreciate it. Ross, Orange Cone Vlog, welcome in. Thanks for being here, Ross. Emily, no sun. I want to. Yes, yes. It gets sad after a while with no sun. Keisha, welcome in, Keisha. Thanks for being here. Today I am going to be talking. Well, I want to find out what's your guys. What's your must do? I know we got a lot of gamblers in here. I know we got a lot of cruisers in here. Um, Going to Hawaii. The February. No, sorry. Yeah, February 17th. I got a 15-day Hawaii cruise. Going to Kauai, Honolulu, Hilo, and Kona. And I wanted to know what's your go-to. If you ever been out there before, what's your go-to? What should I go see? Ross says, my computer is running slow. There it goes. I click on it. It takes like 3 seconds for it to highlight. I just got out of meetings and I'm relaxing in the hotel lobby before dinner. Sounds good, Ross. Will G, welcome in. Welcome in. I don't. I think I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old. I got back from Vegas on Monday. What's today? Tuesday, and I still feel like I'm jet lagged. It's crazy. I still feel sluggish and tired. Will G, I'm going to Hawaii on September 17th. I think the cruise is September 17th. Have to look to be sure. I'm going to Los Angeles on the 16th, but I will be cruising out the 17th. And 15 days. I think it's 4 ports in Hawaii, and then on the way back we stop at Ensenada before making it back to Long Beach. Betty says I'm just tired. It could be, Betty. Could be. And even doing the YouTube things, it's like, am I tired? Do I really want to do YouTube today? So I just got back from Vegas. My son went with me. I took him before. We went before. Oh boy, this was some years ago. But we stopped down there just to get something to eat. It's a long story, but we went down there to go to the Heart Attack Grill to get something to eat. So I don't even know if he was old enough to gamble at the time. Hold on one second. Yeah, I don't even know if he was old enough to gamble at the time. So this time we decided to go down. Monday was his birthday. Happy birthday, Be Weezy Cool. Anyway, we went down there. He does people. I don't understand it. He really doesn't gamble. He gambles a little bit, like online. Everybody has online gambling now, and they sent him like 3 comp days at Excalibur. It's an MGM property. He had a couple of properties, but Excalibur, we decided we are going to go down there and stay there. And back in my day, back when I first started going to Vegas, that was like the world's largest hotel at one time, 1989, 1990, right around there. That was the world's largest hotel, the Excalibur. It has like a King Arthur feel to it. It's like a castle. If you ever seen when you look at a strip and you see a casino or a hotel that looks like a castle, that's the Excalibur. It's seen better days. It wasn't bad. I mean, again, it came free. So again, free stay. Well, and let me say preference that by saying, in Vegas, if you're staying on the strip, even if you get comp days meaning that they, hey, you can stay for free, you still have to pay resort fees. And I believe the resort fees for the Excalibur were it was like $37 or $39 a night. The use of the pool, use of Wi-Fi, and whatever other things they say it goes to. So it wasn't quite free, but I mean, it was close as get to being free to be on the strip. And my son, we started playing cards and gambling, and I think he caught the bug. I've been playing blackjack probably most of his life, and even like we were on cruises, um, he he would be on a cruise, and I would be at the casino, and it'd be like, yeah, I'm sitting right here by the aisleway. If you need me, I'm sitting right here. Come get me if you need me. Stay out of trouble. So he never thought about it. We never played blackjack with casinos here in Detroit. We never went and played blackjack together. He went to Vegas, and we watched blackjack videos on television and how to play basic strategy. We dabbled a little bit in counting cards. Don't tell Vegas. Um, we got out there, went to Excalibur. The blackjack rules at Excalibur on the strip. They're terrible. The rules are terrible. And we played for a little bit, but we follow a gambler on YouTube called Lucky Lee, and she gambles out in Vegas, and she plays all the casino games. She plays at the El Cortez. So, oh, El Cortez, they have the best rules in Vegas for blackjack, best slots, best blackjack rules. So we went down there, and it was like night and day. Excalibur reminded, I'm not sorry, El Cortez reminded me of what Vegas used to be. Good rules on blackjack, 3-2 blackjack, $10 limits. They said they have $5 tables at some times of the day, but $10 limits. It was a good feel. Let me go back here real quick and see if anybody came in. Ross says going to Vegas the 13th for 5 days for a conference. Nice. 13th. I'm trying to. Oh, you're about to get me maybe to stop into Vegas before I go to Long Beach. Your browser has lost connection. Can you guys still hear me? There we go. I think I'm back. Anywho, oh man, I'm having internet problems. Or maybe it's my laptop. Usually I reboot my laptop before I go live. I didn't do it today, so maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah, I might stop back in Vegas for a couple of days right before I go to LA. Because you're 5 days, 18th, I'll be there. I'm going down to LA on 16th. I could always like maybe swing by on the 15th, 14th, or 15th. Anywho, so if you ever go to Vegas and you want to know what old Vegas was like, go downtown. Go to Fremont Street. It's a little crazier. Well, hey, it's not. The Strip is getting just as crazy now, but Fremont Street is crazy. Will G says, "What 4 ports? Kauai, Kona, Hilo, and Honolulu." I was looking at kind of what I wanted to do. Honolulu was the port that I went to, and that's where Pearl Harbor is. I've done that, and Waikiki Beach is there. So I think I'm gonna go maybe to Diamond Head and Waikiki Beach in Honolulu. Sometimes I just wish you had more time. Oh boy. Are you? What's going on? Can you guys still hear me? I'm going to try to reboot this laptop real quick. Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Much better. There. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was still monitoring the chat. I rebooted my computer. Emily, let's talk about Bill and Cruise Nuts. This is why I don't do lives. I was watching you guys. No, but as I think Destination Fun was saying, it happens. You can't get flustered because something goes wrong. I mean, that would be, you would get flustered in life every day if every time something went wrong. It probably was my laptop, because I rebooted it and it wasn't acting right when I first came on live. It wasn't acting right. It wasn't highlighting the chats like it normally does. So nah, don't let this stop you from Cruise Nuts from doing lives. Just you gotta adapt and overcome. Hooah! Together we travel. Welcome in. I appreciate being here and hanging for a little bit. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation, thanks for stopping in. Angel, welcome in, Angel. Antoinette, thanks for being here. Yo, you can still talk about me. I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Together we travel. They just, I think you said in the chat, you just pulled away from Cozumel. It looks like they're having the time of their life on the Jubilee. You just talk Cruise Nuts. Just talk about all your adventures, man. You you go everywhere. You do everything. You just talk about your adventures. I mean, most people think, hey, my life is boring. Nobody wants to hear about my life, and I feel the same way. But guess what? People show up. Every week they come up here and say, "Bill, where you going? What you doing?" And it's fun just to chit chat. Then you start talking to people, and even like Will G asked me which ports I'm going to in Hawaii, and I mean it's just a good way to interact with people, for me at least. Whether it goes right, whether it goes wrong. But anyway, talking about Vegas, I'll say that the Excalibur, and one thing that it shocked me. I knew Vegas was expensive, but I haven't been out. I haven't been out in Vegas apparently in years, 7, 8 years. It's been a while since I've been out to Vegas. At Excalibur, it was, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. Johnny Rockets was open. I ordered chicken tenders, fries, and a milkshake, and it came. Together we travel. Thanks for coming in. I know you got to run. You're on a cruise. Enjoy your vacation. It came chicken tenders, fries, small fries, and a milkshake. Came to $33, a little over $33. That hurt. That was the most hurtful thing I've ever had in my life. It's the Cirque shows. I want to go see Michael Jackson 1. I didn't get a chance to go see it this time because we had like limited time there, and we were gambling. So we didn't spend a lot of time with the shows. We had looked at it. There's 2 shows I wanted to see. Michael Jackson 1, and then they had this group called Purple Rain, which is like a tribute group to Prince. And I wanted to take my son to go see that. I didn't make it to the Sphere. I didn't do a lot. That's why I'm planning on going back. I want to go back. My plan was to go back in early March, while you guys are in Helen. Maybe you guys go to Helen. I'm going to run back out to Vegas. But Ross said he was out there during the time right before I go to Los Angeles, so I might stop there to say hi and maybe throw a couple dollars on the table. Antoinette, I don't know if I said hello. Hello, welcome in. Event Yours of Spirits, welcome in. As always, you're always welcome here. Bone Tired, somebody saying about it. Together we travel. Angel, I had to reboot my whole laptop. I'm glad somebody even stuck around. Thank you guys so much for sticking here with me. Let's I gotta make sure these are muted. I'm hearing an echo. Hold on one second. Okay. Should be. This has not been a good day. Okay, should be good now. somehow it was opening up tabs from, well, we wanted to restore tabs from when I rebooted it. Oh, see if Michael Jackson 1 is awesome. I must see. I gotta see that. I gotta go see that. There's just there's so they have a ton of shows. Uh, Even Usher, I believe, is out there with a residency. I'd go see Usher as long as I can pay with Usher bucks. Cruise Nuts, talk about marriage. You don't want to talk about personal stuff on YouTube too much, Marjorie. Not marriage. Yeah, you don't want to do that. People get to know too much about your business. Cruise Nuts, haven't seen the Michael Jackson one. The Purple Rain one was hilarious. The guy sounds just like, I know. I saw him years ago. This is years ago, and when I saw him, and I don't know if it's the same guy or not. When I saw him, he didn't have a gut, and I mean, it was a great show. And then they had people like the Time come out there. I had a great time. Cruise Nut says the drone filming the Icon next week. Nice. And I'm assuming when it goes to Cozumel. I am still live. Yeah, I'm gonna try not, even when my computer shuts down, I'm gonna try not to curse or anything like that. So you guys won't see that side of me. Oh, sweet. Cruise Nuts. Mine Chef 6 coming out this Saturday on the Saturday Stroll. One of these days, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna try to get something into the Saturday Stroll. Oh, in Vegas is good. I can tell it's raining somewhere. I love concerts. Please take me to Vegas. Let's go to Vegas. We're gonna have to do a well. Everybody's doing Helen this year. I don't know. Destination Fun was talking about, no, go to Helen. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn between Helen and Vegas. I was trying to go see if I could work out Helen, but with Vegas so close, see, if I go to Vegas, I'm on my way to LA. It's I'm making a little pit stop to pick up some money that they owe me from this trip. His stomach was so fat, his shirt had ruffles all the way down to his waist. The Morris Day and the Time had us all up and dancing. Yes. I can't talk enough about Vegas. And I'm surprised most people, when I talk about Purple Rain, they have no clue of what I'm talking about. So, Event Yours, I appreciate that. What else? The Sphere. Event Yours has a video, I believe, about the Sphere. Check them out. Bill, you have been to Vegas. Come to Helen. Helen is just Helen, and then go to Vegas. I mean, I'm sorry, then go home. Got to go to Atlanta Airport. Did I tell you I don't like Atlanta Airport? I've worked for Delta, or used to work for Delta, and I fly standby, and Atlanta is just a tough airport. It's just so many people. I mean, could I buy a ticket? Yeah, but that defeats the purpose of flying for free. The Fear School, one and done is enough. Really? I mean, I know there's like a movie inside, and because of my motion sickness, I wondered if it would make me ill. A lot of those those type of movies inside those domes and immersive movies, they really do. They bother me. It's just crowded. The airport in Atlanta is just it just stays packed. It's a hub for Delta. I'm a Delta employee, so I fly standby. So you never know if you're gonna get on the flight or not because there's 900 people trying to get to wherever they're trying to go. So it just becomes a headache. It's huge. They handle the traffic well, pretty much. But going from gate to gate, every time I have to do a connection, I have like 30 minutes to get from gate to gate. So I may be in Terminal B and have to go to Terminal F. They do have a train that will take you, but then it's always constantly running. Bone tired. I will send you a private message. How's that? Nothing top secret, but I just don't talk. I don't talk about it on YouTube. Other than Delta, everybody knows I've worked part time for Delta. But in the real job, I'll talk to you later about it. The screen made you look like you were flying in the mount. Yeah. Well, but see, the movement, just the flying, it's kind of that motion that might bother me. But I'm gonna do it. I want to see it. Um, it looked amazing from the outside, and I really didn't go down over there that much or that way. Uh, I did Ubers. So Excalibur is at the south end of the strip, I think. Well, anyway, the Excalibur is at one end of the strip, and downtown is at the other. So when I caught Ubers, they took us to on the freeway. So I never really got over there to get a close up to look at it. So that's another reason that I want to go back and see it. Cruise nuts. Talking to Marjorie. Let's just say most that meet me, Marjorie Ambrose. I think I am in my 40s, but far from that. No, I met you. I thought you were in your 70s, Cruise nuts. Just kidding, Cruise nuts. No, you look young for your age. The Bud Files, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate it. So yeah, here lately. I mean, here for the next month, it's going to be like a busy time for me. Next couple of months, actually. Just kidding. I said, just kidding. He has a young looking wife. You know, he's Cruise nuts is a lucky man. We'll just say it like that. I met his wife and granddaughter. He's lucky. Things that I have coming up. It's Hawaii, and I hate it. I hate going to Hawaii. I had this is a long story, but I had a Nettie and JT welcome in. I had a coupon I had to use for a cruise, so and I had to do it by the 28th. I want the longest cruise I can get, so that 15-day to Hawaii was the longest cruise I can get, and Hawaii. I think Hawaii is more. It's more of a place that you might need to fly in and spend time in, just so you can see everything. I'm looking at like the excursion, even though I've been there before, and like but I did like Pearl Harbor and like tours. I would love to spend a little more time in there. Matter of fact, Waikiki Beach. I went there. I stopped there for I don't know an hour. Headed up to or getting close to Diamond Head, big crater volcano. Anyway, Waikiki Beach. It reminded me of South Beach, but like 15 years ago. There was people partying, having fun, but it wasn't crazy. South Beach at night now is kind of crazy. And I mean, again, maybe I'm getting old, but I used to love South Beach. I still do. I still, whenever I go to Miami out of a cruise out of Miami, I stay at a hotel, South Beach Plaza, little boutique hotel, nothing fancy. breakfast. They have a little packaged breakfast they hand you in it. Nothing special, but it's like a block off Ocean Drive. Ocean Drive is the main street down there, South Beach. You walk to the beach. The price is reasonable. It's not like the Clevelander and all Fontainebleau. You charge arm and a head, or I'm sorry, charge arm and a leg. I'm looking at Will G. Says Diamond Head has awesome views. That's the only thing that is going to bother me, Will G, was the walk up to the top, because of my lung issue. I get tired easily, or easier, and I just wonder what that walk is going to be like. But I do want to see it. I do want to see it. I know I was right in the middle of thought. I forgot what I was even talking about. You were born in Honolulu. Nice, Cruise Nuts. I didn't know that. So you got plenty of stuff to talk about. But hotel, beach, not far off the beach. You walk down to South Beach. You walk on Ocean Drive, and very reasonable price. I mean, it was, I want to say, under $100. Not the weekend. The weekend, I usually try to go on Sunday through Thursday if I can. And I love it. I love that little hotel. One Strong Adventures. My fear about Helen is that it is a camping environment. You don't look like a camper to me. I used to go camping, but I don't do camping now. I don't think it's camping. I think they have hotels that you can get. I don't mind nature. I mean, again, I'm not for roughing it a whole lot, but I mean, I will. I'm looking at the conversation between Marjorie and Cruise Nut. North Shore is nice to visit. Is that in Honolulu, Will G? Will G? What to do? I want to see where is like the active volcanoes. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Not the active volcanoes, but you know how some of the volcanoes you can see where steam is still rising up out of the ground. Like, hey, it might blow any minute. Where would I go to see that? Because I want to go to like I want to see a volcano, and I know Diamond Head. You got Diamond Head, but I want to see a volcano. And I started looking it up last night, and there were a couple of tours that did volcano tours. But I just wondered, like, if you've been out there, where you would go. Crossover Paranormal Society, welcome in. Thanks for being in here. Nancy B, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for being here. Nancy B, do we still need some help? Are we still trying to get the 3,000 watch hours? Did YouTube give you the final 25? I believe you said you needed. And if you do get a chance, Nancy B, the Scratcher, goes live at, I believe, 8 p.m. tonight. So make sure you check her out. She did yesterday. Yes. Yesterday, she needed 25 hours to get over to a 3,000. So if we can help her just a little bit, it'll be nice. Will G, come on, man. What's the Big Island? I don't know. I hear the name Big Island all the time. Is that the Big Island? Is that where Honolulu is? I believe. I don't know where Big Island. Keisha's still listening. Thank you, Keisha. I'm cheap, Marjorie. Oh, Cruz not. I thought you said higher. He's not in Honolulu now. Oh, you think it's closer to Hilo? Okay. I forget exactly where they were talking about it. Whatever I was last time, I went on a tour of an island, and people were talking about going to a volcano. I just don't remember which port it was. So Hilo. I'm gonna have to check that out. Scrolls Nuts, welcome in. Randy, if I get a chance, I want to send you a message. I want to talk to you about something as far as YouTube related. So I'm gonna try to send you a message after this live. After this live, I don't know if Clock's Family Adventures is going live or not. I know there was talk about maybe going live, but he might be doing like a private chat. But if he goes live, he was talking about sometime after 6. So check out Clock's Family Adventures. They're on Icon, and if it's something that you want to see on the icon, he was more than willing to try to show it to you. So, and he's personable. He's not like some big channel and doesn't have time. Mike will take care of you. That's why you guys need to go on the Utopia with the Clock's Family Adventures cruise. Yes. There's a ton of us going. It's a 3-day cruise and a 4-day cruise. It's 2 cruises, actually. I'm going on a 3-day portion of it, and it would be great to have you guys there. Still need help? You're there. You're there. It takes about 24 to 48 hours for the hours to show up, but you're going to be there. I mean, that's 14 hours. That's nothing. We're going to get that tonight. Cruising. I can't say, Bill. It's been years since I've been back to those islands. I don't know where active volcanoes would be there. Yeah, I saw. I forget who it was. It might have been Peril DJ. Somebody did one where they showed like a field and it had like steam. It appeared to be steam coming up. But I want to go like to a volcano, check out a volcano, and it's just bucket list things. The pyramids are on my list. Just certain things I want to see. I want to see Antarctica. I want to go to Antarctica. I even though at this point I may not get off the ship, I may have to do, instead of exploration Antarctica, just do a drive by Antarctica. Just bucket list type of things I want to just start trying to do. Oh, Honolulu is on the island of Oahu. And I'm terrible. Hawaiian names. I'm terrible with Hawaiian names. Oahu. By the time I come back, I'll be an expert on it. I'm going to study the history of Hawaii. The Big Island of Hawaii has the active volcano. The Big Island of Hawaii has the active volcano. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep all this in mind. Too expensive. Unless they were giving me carnival deals or someplace I could fly to. Too expensive. I would do 90 days on a cruise. I know I could do it. The one thing I would love to see more from cruising is longer stays in ports. And I know it gets more expensive for the cruise ships and things like that. Even not, maybe not leaving longer stays. How about this? Instead of getting there at 7 o'clock in the morning, get there at 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and stay till 11. I want to see the nightlife. I know that's not for everybody, but I love the nightlife. When I stopped one time, Tahiti. Tahiti looks like they were having so much. And when you go to a lot of these other ports like Tahiti and Nomia and all these other places, you're like in the city. You're not. It's not like Bahamas or some of these other places where you kind of have an isolated port area. When you get off the cruise ship, you walk into town. Honolulu, you walk right into downtown Honolulu with the colleges and all this. You're right downtown Honolulu. Um, and for me, I like that. I like spending time with the local people wherever I'm going. And Tahiti, they look. We were there late, but we were there till, and it was the summertime or fall, and we were there to maybe 9 o'clock at night. And when I was coming back in from a tour, and it looked like they were having a blast on that main street, whatever. I don't even know what the main street was, but um, right right from where you dock at, there's like a main street, main drag that they went, and they like they were having a blast. And I'm not talking about people from the cruise ship, because we were all going getting back on the cruise ship. You know how you go to Bahamas, and at night, if you've ever been to like the last ship there, they're closing everything down. I mean, there's nothing open. You're nobody's harassing you or anything. This would look like it was a downtown, middle of the night um, party going on, and I wanted to be part of it. Cruise nuts. We're going to just say King. Kamihameha. Kamihami Kami Kamihamiha. We are doing Tahiti in March of 2025. Uh, Pre New Zealand cruise. Nice. I love the French Polynesian islands. I absolutely love them. I love them. I wish they weren't so far away. I wish that was the Caribbean. No, I don't, because then it'd be spoiled. Moorea is the most beautiful place I've ever seen on earth. I always tell people that it's the most beautiful place I've ever seen on earth. And I I'm going. I want to go back. I just don't know when I'm gonna get back. Uh, Ship to shore cruise news. Stuart, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in. Well, gee, how long is the port call in Honolulu? I had my phone. I could have told you, but I don't know what I do with my phone. I probably threw it someplace. Frustrated because my computer was acting up. I don't know. I'm hoping it's late. The last time I was there, we were coming from Australia. We got there early, so we got to spend the night in Honolulu. So we got there like a day before we were supposed to get there, and we had to spend the night there. And I absolutely loved it. Loved it. I was able to stay down in Waikiki for a little bit before I had to come back, because it was getting night and I didn't know exactly where I was at. If you have time in Honolulu, and if you like World War II history, take a cab or Uber to the Punch Bowl. I did. There was actually I saw that. I saw the Punch Bowl. It's a it is the Arlington of the Pacific. It's actually a former volcano. I saw that. That was one of the tours they had. They do have a Punch Bowl tour, and I saw that and the history, and it looked like it was actually a volcano. So, but and a lot of veterans are buried there, or people who fought in the war. So that's an option right there. Kame Ame Ah. Kame Kame Ah. King Kame Kame Ah. Oh, Jennifer. See, Jennifer knows. Punch Bowl is pretty cool. So maybe that's what I'll do. And that's why I came on here to chit chat about this, because I probably have less than or about 2 weeks. 2 weeks? What's today? About 2 weeks before I'm leaving out. And I wanted ideals from people that have gone to Hawaii and even Vegas. Vegas has changed so much since I've been out there. Even then, I need to know what are the sites to see out there. But I really realized when I went to Vegas this time, I do not like the strip anymore. It's too expensive. It's too crowded. I really don't like the strips. The hotels. I used to gamble. I still do. they really would take care of you back in the day, back in my day. Back in the day, they would take care of you, comp you the meals. I did the buffet at Excalibur. It was like $31. It was the worst buffet I've ever seen. It was 31, $32. And again, I prefer. I went downtown. I went to was it Four Queens? There's a restaurant down there called Magnolia, and I don't know if it was Four Queens. I don't remember which hotel it was downtown, but I got a nice little deep dish pizza, and this is middle of the night. Nice little deep dish pizza, and it was like I don't know $17, and it was good. But Excalibur doesn't have a refrigerator, so I left whatever I didn't eat. USS Arizona Memorial. I've been there. I've done that, and I really enjoyed that. That was, I mean, Pearl Harbor. I think is a must see for everybody. The Arizona, it's an actual memorial, actual grave site. So um, people should treat it as such. Some people don't. They go there talking loud and not respecting it as a grave site. But the soldiers that died from on the Arizona, they never raised up the ship, so the bodies are still there. Um, it's a somber place, but it's enjoyable. I think everybody should go. And here we go with Jennifer. We love Kualua Ranch on Oahu. Am I saying that name right? Oahu? The Polynesian Culture Center has a cool luau show. I saw that too. And I haven't looked at normally what I would do is look for um tours outside the cruise ship. But some of these tours were like 7 hours long. And if I'm gonna cut it close to being back on the ship on time, I'm gonna have to break down and get get the tour from the cruise ship. Maybe Nettie and JT, maybe that's what it is. I swear to you, the prices I look now for these buffets, the Rio is coming back. The Rio used to be one of my favorite spots to go to because I was always lucky there gambling. But it was always it was a hot spot to go to. And I go out there now and like, oh, the Rio finally cut the lights back on the buildings. I'm like, what? I mean, I guess the Rio has really gone through some hard times. So everything changes. Tropicana, I think, is closing down in April, maybe for good. And I think they're going to build a new baseball stadium there. The fact that the ship still leaks oil and it's kind of eerie. It is. I have a couple of videos on that, and in a picture they because I took the tour and they show you where the planes came over. The planes came over to attack Pearl Harbor, and just thinking about 75 years ago of what it must have been like to be a soldier there to have that happen. Okay, and maybe somebody told me that the last time I talked about Hawaii, about that fire show, the Polynesian Culture Center. I may have to check that out. And that's why Hawaii. I really need to spend a little time there, and hop from island to island if I have to. Let's say I have change weeks. They pull up. You don't get off the bus. You look at the punch bowl, and then they go. If you Uber, you can stay as long as you want. I'm trying to remember. I want to say at the punch. I believe this tour actually stopped there and you stay there for a while. I want to say they say you stay there 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, but I have to look it up. Bam Manola, welcome in, Bam Manola. Bam Manola, you say 8 days? Okay, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. Good for you, Bamanola. You know, we want to see those videos too. We love you cutting grass, but we want to see you on a cruise ship, enjoying your stuff and kicking back, having a few pops, so to speak. DJ Ron the Mechanic, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. That is Scratcher, Nancy B's the Scratcher's husband, for those of you that don't know. And Keisha, I'm still trying to work it out so I can get on that cruise in July. I really was hoping to get like a deal, like a casino deal. I haven't gotten that, but again, it's a 5-day cruise, so I may have to bite the bullet. Some of these cruises I have to actually bite the bullet and pay the actual cost of the cruise. If they give you time to explore the area, that's good. I'm gonna check it out. If I wasn't having computer problems, I would have pulled it up. That was my whole goal, was to have. I've had some tours that I was going to show people, and ask them what they thought about it. But because I was having computer problems, I had to reboot my computer. I lost all of my screens, and so maybe next time. Somebody has a special announcement. Destination Fun has a special announcement, and you got to tune in next Tuesday at 6 p.m. So it's a little ways away, but go to Destination Fun, hit the bell, the notification bell, so when she goes live, because she has a special announcement. You're not going to want to miss this one. She wouldn't even tell me what it was, so I don't know what it is. So I got to make sure I'm there. And I am Betty J Gathers. If you haven't checked out my I am Betty J Gathers, make sure you check her out. She goes live at 9:30. She goes live at 9:30 Wednesday mornings, but she puts out a short every day, and she tells people off and tell what they think about what people say about old people, young people, millennials, Gen X, or whatever. Generation X, whatever she goes on, and she does every day. She has a new one. Check her out there. I mean, those shorts are doing views too. I mean, they're all getting 2,000, 3,000 views. So make sure you check out I am Betty J Gathers. So that is about it. We got about 2 minutes to go. I don't know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. My goal is to actually work on a video so I can have a video out for Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Is going to be the premiere. So hold on. Betty has something. Betty, first wife versus second wife. Who's going to win? First wife versus second wife tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So half an hour. Check out Betty J Gathers. Keisha, I think Billy. I think she's talking about Bamanola. Bamanola, I think Keisha is halfway through your playlist. Sweet. Bama needs some watch hours also. Watch hours and subscribers. Cruise Nuts, thank you so much. I'm waiting for your live. Cruise Nuts, if you let me know if you ever want to come up, you can come up on my live. I'm always looking for topics. I'm always looking for things to talk about. So if there's something you want to talk about, let me know. We can do a live together. Nettie says second wife. We got to talk about it. 6:30 today. I am Betty J Gathers. Make sure we check it out to find out who wins on. Well, Betty she talks in both voices, so you'll be hearing like the battle, and it's gonna be like I want to say a rap battle, but it's not gonna be a rap battle, but it's gonna be a battle going back and forth. First wife, second wife, first wife, second wife. I'm sure that's how it's gonna go. Stuart, I appreciate you stopping in for a few minutes. Kathy Mills, thanks. You finally made it, but I am getting ready to get out of here. We're at that witching hour, 6 o'clock. I don't know who's going live. I don't think anybody's going live at 6. I will see you on these YouTube streets, I'm sure. Uh-oh, but my friends say, but I'm friends with the first now. I've only been married once, so yeah, I couldn't tell you. But everybody, thank you for being here, and thanks for hanging through the technical difficulties. I appreciate it. I will see you Monday, premiere at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you stay strong and embrace the journey. And this show is over.